Here once again, Lou and Win from Iron Tribe Fitness down at Lynn Park here on a beautiful day. I just wanted to reveal the workouts for the upcoming fitness festival during the Ruben Studdard celebration weekend. That's going to be happening Sunday, November 20th. For all you guys who are interested in what it's going to be, the entire weekend is going to be filled with 5K runs and a half marathon, all on Sunday. At 9 a.m. we're going to kick off, and Iron Tribe Fitness is going to kick off the fitness festival. It's a CrossFit style competition where all of our participants will compete in 2 CrossFit style workouts. So my job today is to reveal those workouts for you and go over those standards of motion for you. So workout number 1 will be, you'll start off with a 150-meter run. So you'll run in 150 meters to your first station. After that, you'll see 40 thrusters. Guy's weight is 75 pounds. Female weight is going to be 55 pounds. Once you're done with the thrusters, it'll be followed by overhead walking lunges, holding a 45-pound plate for the guys, a 25-pound plate for the girls, walking lunges 80 feet. Then you'll be kicked off with 40 kettlebell swings, farmer carry, and then you'll end with 40 sumo deadlift high pulls, and then you'll run one last time through the finish line. So we're going to go through all these workouts, all the movements of workout number 1, and then we're going to talk about workout number 2. So to kick off the first movement of workout number 1, right now I'm standing on the corner of Abraham Woods Jr. Boulevard and 20th Street North. The day of the event, both of these roads are going to be blocked off, and here on Abraham Woods Jr. Boulevard will be the start and finish line for the 5K and the half marathon runners. It'll actually be the same line that all the Fitness Fest competitors will run through. So you're going to have a chip timer on your shoe, and that's going to automatically detect when your start time of your WOD will be, and then when you finally run back through it again, when your finish time. So it's really important that you guys all run through to start your time, and all run through the finish line at the end of the WOD to end your time. So let's take a look at the first movement, and that is the run. 3, 2, 1, go. The clock starts, and she's going to take off and run through the start line, come up Abraham Woods Jr. Boulevard, and turn left onto 20th Street North. Again, she'll be on the road, and she'll continue on to right in front of City Hall, where we'll have thrusters. All right, so Jessica's finished her 150-meter run, and she's going to come to this paddock area right in front of City Hall right here on my right. She's going to come up to her bar. Guy's weight is going to be 75 pounds. Female weight is going to be 55 pounds. She's going to come up and knock away at her 40 thrusters. Let's go ahead and do a few. Clean it up. And on the thrusters, guys, what we're looking for is proper depth. So at the bottom of the depth, I'm having her pause right now to show this, but we're looking for the crease of the hip to actually go below the top of the kneecap. She's going to come up. I'm going to pause her right there. I'm looking for locked out elbows, and I'm looking for a head through the hole. And that's what the judge is going to be looking for. Any missing of any of those 3 cues will be a no rep. Okay? So she's going to knock away at 40. Go ahead and do a few, Jess. And let's say she takes a breather. Now she can rest in the rack position. She can even rest in the hang position, as long as the barbell and the bumpers do not touch the floor. If she has to drop it, then what happens is she has a penalty, a 4 burpee penalty. Let's go over the burpees. So on the burpees, what we're looking for is her chest to hit the deck, completely hit the deck, right? No gapping space between there. And when she comes up from the burpee, looking for 3 things: daylight underneath her feet, totally open hips, and clapping behind her head. Okay, so that was 1. Let's go 3 more. 2. Just jumping up. 4. Again, any violations of those 4 aspects of the movement will be a no rep, and she'll have to do more. But then she picks the thruster back up and continue towards her 40 thrusters. Again, every time she drops the bar and needs to rest, it's going to be a 4 burpee penalty to pick back up again. Again, you can rest on the rack position or in the hang, as long as the bar does not touch the floor. Now we're going to move on to 80 feet of walking lunges while holding a plate overhead. She's going to come up, grab her plate, and the cones will dictate where she needs to start and where she's going to finish over there. But she's going to go down this lane and do walking lunges. Real simple, guys, on this. All we're looking for is, doesn't matter if her arms are locked or bent, as long as the plate is not resting on her head. So you can move as long as it's not resting on her head. So keep it up and keep on lunging a couple before, Jess. Once again, with this movement, we're going to have the same penalty, right? So if you have to put the plate down on the ground, again, it's going to be 4 burpee penalty. You have to stop where you are, drop, do your burpees, pick it back up, and continue with the rest of your 80 feet of walking lunges. Next part of the WOD, and it's 40 kettlebell swings. So we're just looking for head through the hole. Jess is going to pick it up, demo a few, get it going. Again, all I'm looking for is the ears to come through the hole. Same rules apply as the thruster. Same rules apply when it comes to the penalty. So she can keep the bell holding it, but anytime she drops it and it goes to the ground to take a breather, 4 burpee penalty. As she's chipping away to 40 kettlebell swings. Last piece of this workout, workout number 1, is the sumo deadlift high pull, where again, she'll have 40 sumo deadlift high pulls, and if she ever stops and puts the bell down, there will be a 4 burpee penalty, just like the rest of the movements. So she's gonna come here, finish her fireman's carry. And on the fireman's carry, the rules are it's gotta be below the waist, right? It doesn't matter if she carries with 1 arm, 2 arms, I don't care how you do it, in front of your body, behind your body, but as long as it's below your waist, extended arms. So you can't carry it above the waist, on shoulders, or above head. All right? She's gonna come here, and there's a nice grassy area where all of our contestants are gonna line up and do the sumo deads. So they come up, approach her bell, which she'll carry down, and start sumo dead, Jeff. Right. So the bell's gotta touch the ground, but just a split second for it to count. So the rep starts and the rep ends. So touch here, and then underneath the chin, touch and underneath the chin. She can rest by holding it in the hang position, right? You can rest there if you get tired, but if she ever drops it completely, lets it rest on the floor, then it's a burpee penalty. So she's gonna do her 4 burpee penalties, which you're welcome to step up onto this concrete area, do your burpee penalties, and then step back on and continue chopping away at your 40 sumo deadlift high pulls. Once she's done with this station, she's going to take off down this pavement, cut a left back onto Woods Boulevard, and go through the finish line. All right, guys, so she just got through with the sumo deadlift high pulls. You're going to leave your kettlebells there. You won't run with them. You're going to come down this path, and again, for demo purposes, you're actually going to run into the street. But today, we're just showing it on the sidewalk, where you'll come up through the street, you're back onto Woods Boulevard, and run through the finish line. And that'll complete the end of WOD number 1. So workout number 1 is behind you. It'll start at 9 a.m. We're going to run through all the heats, and hopefully we'll be able to start workout number 2 right at 10:30. So 10:30 a.m. we'll start up workout number 2. It's going to start with 3 minutes of max ground to overhead. Whenever you're done with your max ground to overhead, you're going to go, there'll be a 1-minute transition time where you're going to have 3 minutes to do max calories on the rower. Again, after those 3 minutes, there will be a 1-minute transition time when you move to the 3rd station, which will be max box jumps. 24 inches for the guys, 20 inches for the girls. Another 1-minute rest, transition time. Finally, you'll end with 3 minutes of push-ups, game standard. So you're gonna flash your hands at the bottom of the push-ups. So in all, it's gonna be a 12-minute workout, 12 minutes of work, followed with 1 minute of rest in between each station, so it'll be 15 minutes total. 3, 2, 1, go! Each athlete's gonna have an empty bar, and you're gonna have plenty of weights next to it. It's up to you to put the weights on yourself. So you're gonna have bumpers and collars. So Jessica, she's working on a 3-minute clock right now. She's trying to find her max 1 rep max ground to overhead. So it looks like she's working with 85 pounds on the bar. Successful lift. The judge counts it as a successful lift. She can put it down, and she has the remaining time in that 3-minute window to go for a heavier lift. So it looks like she's trying to put on 10s on each side, going for 105. And we'll notify you the whole entire time how much time you have left. So you know how to gauge it. You'll know whether or not she needs a rest and or if she needs to be rushed to hurry up and try to find that lift. Again, she's successful lift and drops it. In the first part of the second workout, it's ground to overhead, but it's not max reps ground overhead, it's max weight ground overhead. Again, you have a 3-minute window to find your heaviest weight that you can go to overhead. Now, there's several options to do so. You can snatch it anyway, muscle snatch, power snatch, squat snatch. You can clean and jerk it, clean and press it, or clean and push press it. So just want to show you some of the options. So Jessica here is going to just do a snatch version of it, where you come up, and if she lands in this power position, it's not complete lift. She's got to stand up, show control, good rep, and she puts it down. And if she likes that weight and she's totally happy with it, she can rest the remaining of the 3 minutes, or she can add on more weight to try to go a heavier load. The other option probably that everyone's going to go towards is to clean. So she's going to clean it up. Once she's in this rack position, again, she can press it, push press it, or push jerk it, or split jerk it. I would say that the 2 jerk options are going to be the most common. So again, on the push jerk, to come up, land in that power position. It's not finished yet until I see her completely stand up, show that it's locked out, good rep, bring it down. Then finally, I want to go over the last is going to be a split jerk, which some of you may be referring to or maybe using as far as trying to find your max weight ground overhead. She's going to clean it up and go into a split version of the jerk. Again, it doesn't complete until she brings both feet together, showing full control, good rep, and she can bring it down. So after the 3 minutes of ground to overhead, there'll be a 1-minute transition where you'll walk over and all the rowers are going to be lined up. You're going to get strapped in yourself and you're going to get ready. So each contestant will be responsible to setting the dampener at their choice. So again, she can set it at 1, 10, anywhere in between. That's up to the athlete's discretion. Whenever it's set, it's done. She can't move it. She can't move the handles. They'll be out the home position, hands off, until we count down the next 3-minute cycle, which will be max calories on the rower. So 3, 2, 1, go. She'll grab it and start rowing. So the goal here is to just get as many calories as possible in the 3-minute window. The amount of calories that you get here will be added on to the total weight that you lifted in the first section of the ground overhead. At the end of the 3 minutes, we're going to yell time, and again, there'll be another 1-minute transition for the athlete to get themselves out of the rower and moving on to the box jumps. On to the third movement of the second workout. You've already done the ground overhead, the row, and then now we're on to the box jumps. Again, you had a 1-minute transition time. So on to the box jumps, 3, 2, 1, and go. So the female height is going to be this box right here, 20 inches, and the male height is going to be 24 inches. The standard on this box jump is just like how Jessica is doing it. The athlete can come and jump. Her feet doesn't have to be all the way on, but she has to stop and open the hips while standing on the box. So what we're doing is we're taking away her opening her hips in the air. So do one. That's a no rep for us in today's movement. So again, let's do a good one. Stand, show control, and down, and stand, show control. Do it again. Once she shows control, how she gets down, that's up to her. She can jump down, she can step down, doesn't really matter. Find out what works best for you. But what the judges are going to be looking for is a complete jump, stand, show control, and down. Again, we're going to add these reps to your total so far. 1-minute transition, we're going to move on to the last movement. Moving on to the last piece, 3 minutes of max push-ups, game standard. So she's going to come up, and what the judges are looking for is to come all the way down, and she's got to flash both hands. Flashing both hands will assure that she's completely on the floor. She's going to come up and press, and let's do a few, Jess. Flash and go, flash and go, flash and go. And that's it, guys. So we're going to add up the number of reps that you do on all four of these or all three of the movements and add that on to the max poundage that you successfully lifted in the ground to overhead, get one final total score, and that score will be your score for the second workout. Now, how you rank on workout number 1 and how you rank on workout number 2 will dictate the winner of this year's 2011 Fitness Festival during the Ruben Studdard Celebration Weekend. See you guys soon.